This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the Mayor of Weatherly is here with a special invitation for all our viewers. Hi viewers, and thank you for watching. My name is Ken Kara, and it's now time for your local headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. 2 people were bit by a wild animal in broad daylight. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, an animal said to be a fox latched onto the foot of a 13-year-old boy. It happened around 10:40 a.m. on Old Street in the Harwood section of Hazel Township. The boy was not injured. A half hour later, an 86-year-old man was bitten outside of his home about 200 yards away. This time the skin was broken and he was taken to the hospital. Then around noon, a third person was attacked. The animal was killed after being struck by a vehicle. State Police and the Harwood Fire Company responded, and the Pennsylvania Game Commission was alerted. Go to standardspeaker.com for more on this story. Attorney David Pedri can now remove the word acting from his title. Last night, Luzerne County Council voted 7-4 to hire Pedri as the next Luzerne County manager. The vote ends the search that began in December. Pedri succeeds Robert Lawton, who was the first county manager under the home rule form of government. Pedri, who had served as the county solicitor, was named the acting county manager until the search was completed. Pedri, who is from Butler Township, will earn a salary of $120,000. You can read more about last night's county council meeting in today's Standard Speaker or at standardspeaker.com. Some very good news for Eagle Rock Resort. The Hazel Township supervisors voted unanimously to accept a proposal for new construction within development. The approval paves the way for a brand new aquatic center and more at Eagle Rock. The aquatic center will feature multiple pools and swimming areas for residents. The plan also includes a new subdivision that will be known as Pine Valley. It will be located near the ski lifts and offer new residence options for those looking to make Eagle Rock their home. Eagle Rock officials say they are looking to move forward rapidly with this new growth and development. A longtime merchant of the Schuylkill Mall in Frackville is closing. Black Diamond Antiques and Collectibles will close its doors this Sunday. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, a sign posted on the door alerts shoppers to sales and discounts store-wide while announcing that the store will close Sunday at 5 p.m. Black Diamond has been at the Frackville Mall for 18 years. The closure does not affect Blum's auction service located next door. Blum's will remain open at the Schuylkill Mall. Speaking of antiques, it is a jewel in the borough of Weatherly, a jewel that the borough's mayor wants everyone to know about and visit. Lisa Sugart sat down with Weatherly Mayor Tom Connors, who invites everyone to check out the borough's museum.
If you are looking for a wonderful way to learn about our area and spend a few interesting hours, you have to visit what is called the Weatherly Area Community Museum. Here to tell us all about it is Weatherly's Mayor Tom Connors. Mayor, this is kind of a well-kept secret for the borough of Weatherly, but this is really growing in popularity.
It is growing in popularity. We opened up the museum approximately 3 years ago. It's in a small building behind our borough building on the property that used to make trains. So it's run by our town historian, Jack Kaler. Everybody loves Jack, and when you have a question about Weatherly, he's the one to see. So he's the main keeper of the museum. A lot of the collection in there is his personal collection, which he shares with the town. And it's an exciting place because when you see it from the outside and walk in, you're amazed at the amount of history that has been preserved for the town of Weatherly. So we love it, and the more that see it, the more that agree that it's a great place to go.
Now, you told me that a group of scouts recently came in and they thought it wouldn't take that long to go through, but they ended up being there for several hours.
They were there for hours because Jack loves to talk about the history of the town, and there's books and pictures and all kind of different items from Weatherly. It's just amazing, and these young girls went in and just couldn't get enough of it. They were just trying to absorb everything all in one shot. And the key is the museum is free. It costs nothing to go in, and we welcome everybody to come in and see what makes our town so special. So I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to invite people to it, because we're open again for the season. We're closed in the winter, but we're open now in the season, and we try to set our times where it works for everybody. So
Well, the hours are Thursdays from 2 to 5, Saturday 1 to 4, and Sunday from 2 to 4. But you also said it's by appointment, and school groups, scout groups, or any groups can come through.
Yes, we encourage different groups to contact us. They can call the borough office, contact us, and if they need a special date, we'll try to accommodate them. So, you know, during the week, a Thursday night, if you have nothing to do, you're welcome to come by. Saturday, Sunday. I think people would be amazed at what we were able to do with a small building in a small town. And the history is just amazing. It blows me away. I learn something new every time I go in there. It just makes me feel proud to be part of the community.
Well, that's wonderful. A little community with big history. And please take advantage of seeing the Weatherly Area Community Museum again Thursdays 2 to 5, Saturday 1 to 4, Sunday 2 to 4, or by appointment. I want you to come back in the future because I know there's a lot of great stories that he wants to share, not only with us here at SSPTV, but with you, our viewers.
Thanks, Lisa. Coming up on FYI, Dave Seaman is here from the Standard Speaker Sports Department to discuss Schuylkill League baseball and softball. Coming up next, the American Red Cross is holding an important event in our area, and we have the details after this break.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Welcome to this week's segment of Wild About Hunting. Today we're going to talk to you about a product that will help you out in the field and around the house. It's called Easy Cut, and to help me explain it to you today is team member Kevin Tarapchak. Kevin, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, Dennis?
All right, welcome to the Wild About Hunting set. Let's talk about Easy Cut. This is a great product. We use it in the field. How can it help the folks? And let's explain a little bit about what they can do for you.
All right. Well, first one is the lopper.
Okay.
And this is a great tool for in the tree stand or even around the house because you can reach with them.
Okay.
It goes from 18 inches and they extend out to 42 inches worth of reach for you.
Quick and easy. You saw how fast
Absolutely.
that adjusted. And the other thing cool is they're sharp.
Absolutely.
Razor sharp, and we'll show you just how sharp they are. Something like this, you get one branch, boom, done. Real quick and easy.
And they have a ratchet built into it as well.
All right. The portable, when you're on the hunt, turkey season, when you're going on to that deer stand, whatever the case may be, you've got the handheld pruners. They come in a nice easy cut sheath that clips right onto your belt. They also have a ratchet built right in. They're very lightweight, easy to use. And what we're going to do is demonstrate here. I've got a branch that's about 1 inch thick that we used. Look at how easy this ratchets through. One hand squeezes, boom, done. Real simple. These things are guaranteed for life. If you break it, they're either going to fix it
Absolutely.
or they're going to replace it if they can.
And that's all their products.
And that's all their products. We've got another great product here. This is the Wow Saw, and this
Absolutely.
thing really wows you. It's real simple to easy. It's got a lock here, opens up. You can cut some very large limbs. And if your blades go dull, they've got the Easy Cut sharpening tool. Real simple, lightweight, sharpen your blades. Find your Easy Cut products at www.easycutproducts.com.
Wow, Saw, that's cool. And remember to watch Dennis and crew on Wild Bout Hunting on the Hunt channel and right here on SSP TV. A new episode airs each Monday at 4:30 p.m. locally.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Let's all take a moment to welcome back the leaves to downtown Hazleton. The warmer temperatures also seem like they are back, at least during the daytime. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy, not bad, with a low around 51, while a light southeast wind. On Thursday, partly sunny. This is exciting. We'll be up to 72 degrees. On Thursday night, we have a 30% chance of showers, mainly after 1 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 53. On Friday, showers likely with thunderstorms also possible after 2 p.m. It will be cloudy and our high will be in the mid-60s. Friday night, it cools off a bit, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 49. Saturday, 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high near 60 degrees. On Saturday night, we get down into the 30s under partly cloudy skies. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of only 52, and then Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low of 40 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Another one of our great sponsors is Edgewood by Sand Springs, and every week we check out how renovations are going at the Hazelton area landmark. They are working hard outside creating a cocktail hour site, because who doesn't enjoy an outdoor cocktail when the weather is nice? Trim work is now finished in the Azalea room and carpet is being put in. The inside bar has a beautiful new granite countertop, and work continues at a lightning pace at Edgewood by Sand Springs. For more information, visit facebook.com/Edgewood Golf and Banquets.
Each year at this time, the American Red Cross holds a very special event. It is called the Celebration of Life Walk and Lunch, and it takes place on Armed Forces Day, which is Saturday, May 21st. Here to tell us all about it is Dave Skutnick, the communications manager for the American Red Cross. Dave, this has really become a tradition in our area and much looked forward to as well.
Yeah, it sure has. We always get a great response from the community, everyone coming out, and we have a few kind of different events all kind of going on, worked into one big day. And it is Armed Forces Day, as you mentioned, next Saturday. So we actually start the day off we'll be at Drums Elementary and Middle School this year, which is actually a new location for us. So one of the drawbacks from where we were the past couple of years was we were always competing with Little League Baseball, and everybody's fighting over parking spots, and there was nowhere to park. So we're down at Drums Elementary and Middle School this year, so we'll hope you make the trip down. Lots of parking, lots of room for us to spread out this year. We'll actually kick things off at 10:45 in the morning with a tribute to our armed forces. We have a lot of folks from the area VFWs all going to be joining us in the morning. So since it is Armed Forces Day, we'll kind of pay tribute to our veterans and our active duty military members and their families in the community as well in the morning. And then right after that, we start off on the walk. So hoping for some great weather out there that day. And we'll take you can choose either a 1 mile walk or a 5 mile walk around the campus there, the beautiful area down there in the valley. And that's followed by, of course, if you're going to walk, you're going to work up an appetite, right? So we got to give you a nice, good picnic lunch. So our Red Cross volunteers will be out there cooking all day and getting everybody some good food as part of that. And then we'll kind of wrap up the day a little afternoon. So in a couple hours, you'll be out there. With a tribute to our blood donors. We have a lot of blood donors here in the Hazelton area, some of which have given 20, 25, 30, 35 gallons of blood in their lifetime, and that means they've saved hundreds of lives in their lifetime. These really dedicated group of blood donors we have here in the Hazelton area.
What is the history of why this has all started? Like, why is it so important for the Red Cross to hold this event every year?
The Red Cross has a long tradition. It got it started helping our military. That's, the Red Cross, when it was started back in the 1800s, kind of shortly after the Civil War, the primary function of the Red Cross was caring for soldiers and their families. So that's a tradition that we've had for 130 plus years now, and that's something that's very important to us, and we think Armed Forces Day is the perfect day to do that.
Well, you always have a nice turnout for this each and every year. If people would like to get involved, what do they do?
They can give us a call at the Hazelton office, 455-9517. It's $10 for adults, $5 for children and students, and kids 5 and under are free for the event. So you can either give us a call and register ahead of time, or if you just wake up and that Saturday morning is a beautiful, sunshiny, filled spring day, just come on down to Drums Elementary and Middle School. Again, we'll start about 10:30, 10:45 or so, and just come down and you can register right there.
All right, always a great event for a wonderful cause. Come on out and support not only the American Red Cross, but our military as well.
Thanks again, Lisa. I want to talk more about the Wow Saw, but it is lottery time on FYI. Pick 2, 3, 4, pick 3, 3, 3, 8, pick 4, 7, 5, 0, 2, and your pick 5 numbers 0, 7, 5, 6, 4. Decorate your garden and your home with beautiful decor from the Shop 2. Come see gorgeous new items as you shop through the decades, the 20s through the 60s and more. Something for everyone's taste in vintage and antique home decor, furniture, art, collectibles, local items, beautiful garden decor, and more. Find your favorites and lay them away at the Shop 2 with 2 convenient locations, 105 East Broad Street and 7 and 9 East 11th Street in Hazelton. The Shop 2, your gently used antique and home decor consignment shop, welcoming new consigners all the time for days and hours. Check them out on Facebook. We'll be back with the Sportscast on FYI. It's Dave Day.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
What an exciting week next week is shaping up to be, but let's be glad for today, grateful for today. It's Dave Day here on FYI. Dave Seaman, the sports editor at the Standard Speaker, is here for his weekly visit. Dave, Schuylkill League playoffs, baseball and softball, great for our area and a lot of really good quality teams. Let's start with baseball. North Schuylkill Spartans wrap up the Division I title, making history there. They've been impressive this year, Dave. I saw them against Tamaqua. Bobby Grigas looked amazing on the mound. Now, Tamaqua, too, they hung in there with the Spartans. Great defense, impressed with that from the Raiders. They clinched the wild card spot. They'll be in the Schuylkill League playoffs. Marion, they look in good shape in Division III. They have a good shot to make it as well. But Dave, wild week. There's some talented teams in our area.
Definitely some talented teams that have established themselves from the get-go this year, that they were going to be a force to be reckoned with. North Schuylkill returned a lot of players from last year's team. They lost in the district finals. Came back this year, had a trip to South Carolina early in the season where they kind of bonded and got together and showed what they were made of. I think they only lost one game when they were in South Carolina, so it kind of set the tone for the rest of the season. They've gone into the Schuylkill League and they benefited. Blue Mountain and Pottsville lost a lot of players from their great teams from last year, but North Schuylkill returned a lot of key players, a dominant pitching staff full of left-handers, Tevin Murray, Bobby Grigas, like you mentioned. They're a tough team. And Tamaqua lost players too. They lost Bo Rotet. They lost Brett Kashulik, but they bounced back. They have an outstanding program under Jeff Redding. And so it's going to make for a wild playoff situation coming up soon.
Yeah, and if Marion gets in there, every game that they've lost in the Schuylkill League, they've been in, Dave. They've had chances to win, so that will be, looks like a great week next week. As for softball, we will see Tamaqua and Monomoy. It's looking like they will make the Schuylkill League softball playoffs. I saw Tamaqua against North Schuylkill softball, Dave, and they had to come back in that game to get the victory, kind of take control of Division I, and Monomoy's kind of been in control from the get-go.
Yeah, and again, Monomoy area's had a great run this group of seniors and mixed with some underclassmen. They've had a year in which they've dominated Division III. Marion down a little uncharacteristic under Joe D'Angelo, but they'll bounce back for sure. This year it's Monomoy's year in Division III. Tamaqua's had a nice year, like you said, too, in Division I, and they're beating some good teams in that division. It's quality softball all the way around.
So we'll have complete coverage next week here on FYI and, of course, in the Standard Speaker. Dave, Steph Curry, MVP in the NBA. I don't watch a lot of NBA basketball, but he's a player who will make me tune in. Led the Warriors to an NBA record, 73 wins this season. Came back from an injury, dumped in 17 points in overtime, 40 overall, as Golden State took Game 4 over Portland. And I read in the Standard Speaker, Dave, from the AP, you had the story on his coach, Steve Kerr, saying he can dominate you and he looks like he could be your little brother. But Steph Curry, definitely exciting.
Oh, the game he had on Monday evening against Portland was unbelievable. Didn't start the game, came off the bench, wasn't supposed to play that much. Had 12 points, I believe, going into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, he brought the Warriors into a tie with Portland, who's playing, inspired basketball at home, playing for their playoff lives. But once they got to overtime, it was Steph Curry time, and he just lit it up from every angle on the court. A joy to watch. I've never seen a player with get such a shot off as quickly as he has, and the way he was getting his teammates better too. And that's a hallmark of a great player in my mind. If you get your teammates better and get them involved, there was a moment in that game when they're down by 3 points too, and the defense collapsed on him, and he found Harrison Barnes for an open three-pointer, tied the game, went to overtime, and that's when Steph took over.
Well, Dave, the Golden State Warriors, they get the wins record for the regular season in the NBA. Can the Cubs do it in Major League Baseball? They're looking very good right now. Swept the Washington Nationals, very good team from the NL East. And Joe Madden from the Hazleton area, of course, he walks Bryce Harper, I think, 4 times in one game, and immediately I kind of smiled and thought of L.A. Toronto because he used to rip his hair out. He said Madden walked Barry Bonds in the World Series when the Angels ended up beating his San Francisco Giants, and it just drove L.A. nuts. But, Dave, you like the move? You say, hey, it's just part of the game?
You play to win the game. Go Herman Edwards, the old NFL analyst from ESPN there. Well, not really old, but Herman Edwards, you play to win the game. And that's the object that's what Joe Madden's getting paid for. That's why the Cub fans are there, to see their team win the game. And if it means walking the best player in baseball, then so be it. But right now, it's hard to beat the Cubs because they beat in so many different ways. Their pitching's been outstanding, their bullpen's been outstanding, and it seems like a different player every game is stepping up for them. And they have players in their lineup 1 through 8, even 9. Their pitchers are hitting too. So, and you put Jake Arrieta on top of the pitching staff, and it's quite a healthy mix in Chicago right now.
David, I thought was really cool. You know how Joe Madden does those theme trips? We talked about it last week. Actually, a high school team tweeted at him and showed him that they did a costume day to kind of, make the atmosphere a little bit lighter around the season. So that's it for this week on Dave Day. Remember, next week, big time Schuylkill League playoffs. It's Wednesday, and here's some delicious alliteration. It's signature steak night at Bottlenecks. All of their signature steaks are only $9.95 plus bottomless soup and salad for only $2.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Orwigsburg Lions will be holding their annual Chicken Barbecue Memorial Day, Monday, May 30th. The event will be held at the Orwigsburg Veterans Community Memorial Hall. Full dinner is just $8, and takeout is available. Tickets are available at Healthy Habits, located on Route 61 in Orwigsburg. Our next announcement, Holy Door Mission Friary in Cybertsville will be holding a Christmas in July icon retreat from July 14th through 17th. Iconographer Marilyn Barone will be instructing and no experience is needed. Cost is $250 and includes all materials, plus Friday and Saturday lunch. For more information or to register, please contact Father Carmen at jupiterhorizon12@gmail.com. And finally, the Tamako Community Arts Center, 125 Pine Street, will be holding a clay garden gnome workshop on Thursday, May 19th. They will be welcoming mud and maker instructor Stephanie Premich to help sculpt your own gnome. Cost is $30 per person and includes all supplies and materials. Seating is limited. Please call to register or for more information, 570-668-1192 or check out tamaquaarts.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Donald S. Matthews of Hazleton. Services are Thursday at 5 p.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Joseph Chapella of Hazleton. Joseph, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
A woman who is believed to be the oldest resident in the state of Pennsylvania has died. The Pittsburgh Tribune reported that Irene Cholofoletti died Saturday at the age of 113. According to the Genealogy Research Group, which tracks those older than 110 years old, Irene was listed as the 4th oldest person in the entire country and the 16th oldest person overall. Think of all that she experienced throughout her lifetime. May she rest in peace. And that brings us to the end of Wednesday's FYI. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll have softball highlights, Hazleton area softball highlights, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.
Eagle Rock Resort has something for everyone, from family vacations to romantic getaways to work retreats. Eagle Rock Resort offers deluxe accommodations, upscale and casual dining, award-winning golf, spa and fitness facilities, snow skiing, snow tubing, swimming pools, stocked fishing lakes, equestrian center, hiking trails, conference and meeting facilities, real estate opportunities, and much more. Visit Eagle Rock today and experience it for a weekend or for a lifetime.